He's got to get more dynamic movements in the box. His hold-up play has been non-existent. Shooting on goal has been non-existent. Just
sky high for the defenders playing in front of him. Perfect to have a man like that behind. He's very commanding against Algeria. He was the best defender.
But what a replacement in Dante. I mean, this guy's been there and done it. He's won everything at domestic level for Germany.
Support. Kickoff is next from Belo Horizonte. Germany. No European team has won a World Cup in South America. They're determined.
Party, the formidable Germany side led here by Philipp Lahm. Luis Gustavo, number 17, is back after missing the last game through suspension. South Africa 4 years ago. The exchange of number 13 Thomas Muller and number 8 Mesut Ozil have already been among the goals from midfield that he has to win this World Cup to justify his position, though he is a repeat of the 2002 final, which Brazil won. It was on this very day, 24 years ago, July the 8th, that Germany last won the World Cup. Gustavo bowled over, no free kick given, but Marcelo may get a shot through here. He does, it's wide. First shot of the game, and it comes from the Brazilian left fullback Marcelo. He does have goals in his locker. He's pulled this one right across the face of goal, however, the defender from Real Madrid. That was the little nudge there from Schweinz. Germany's first corner. Plenty of height on it. It's gone through. Germany score! It's exactly what Brazil was dreading. Thomas Muller, with his 5th goal of these World Cup finals, sends a shiver through the nation. All eyes there at Fernandinho. Brazil 0, Germany 1 in the 11th minute from their first corner, and it's gone all the way through to Muller, and nobody picked him up at all. Kroos with the delivery, Muller with the sidestep, and chance does play Hulk forward now. Here's the big chance for Brazil. Is this a penalty kick? No, it's a corner kick. And there's an immediate response here between players who decide to take the law into their own hands. Muller is trying to act as peacemaker. Luis Gustavo, who's only just back from suspension, is also heatedly involved, as is Boateng. Defence here could let Kroos in. A chance of a second for Germany. Brazil in real trouble. They're in dire trouble now. We have a World Cup record, supplied by Miroslav Klose. Goal number 16 in his World Cup career. Jogi Löw's side are 2 goals to the good. Scolari is looking for a hiding place. Well, they were all at sea with the Brazilian defence here when Germany took advantage. And Germany are looking good for the final on Sunday. They might get another one here. It's 3-0. It's a romp for the Germans. The game may be won and lost inside 25 minutes, thanks to the left foot of Toni Kroos. The Brazilians are in disbelief. They are stunned. They have come here for a samba, and they have been totally rocked back on their heels by the always formidable Germans. Just look at the faces. The Brazilians are crestfallen. Ozil played. It might get worse. This is from 4. This is quite astonishing. It's all over now. It really is all over for Brazil. 2 for Kroos in 2 minutes. It's a disaster. The little boy is crying his eyes out. The whole nation is in disbelief, stunned into silence. Can 70,000 people be silent? Well, they are now, because Toni Kroos has scored not 1 but 2 goals in 2 minutes. His first in the World Cup final in 42 home games since 2002. They might have a free kick here. No, they won't. It's only a goal kick. Nothing is going their way. And Brazil, we have another look here at Hulk going to ground. He hurdled over the leg. No free kick. Correct decision. There's 3 forward. Khedira, Özil. They're queuing up. They're all going to score at this rate. Khedira, the latest name on the score sheet. And the Brazilians look as though they want to go to the dressing room already. There is no hiding place for this rampant German side. What on earth can Scolari do about this? It's the biggest test of his career. Just so many red and black shirts around. Brazil totally all at sea. Özil, it's like, who wants it next? Who wants to score a goal? Sami Khedira said, I think it's my turn. The Brazilian defence today. Here come the Germans yet again. Oh, it's deflected wide, fortunately, otherwise I'd have been saying 6-0. In 1998, Brazil lost 3-0 in the final to France in Paris. That goal in the 11th minute. Miroslav Klose there, taking congratulations for setting up a new World Cup record.
For Fernandinho, now back to John Helm.
And can you imagine what words were said in the Brazilian dressing room during the break? Well, I think the one thing that we're pretty emphatic about is there won't be a penalty shootout required today. Maybe. It is Fred, slides it through, they're 3 forward here. The ball didn't reach Oscar when it... This was the move. Ramirez hooking it back in there. Fred taking it down, trying to weave into position, and then a goal looked certain, and it would have been a goal had it got plenty of yellow shirts around the edge of the area here. It's Ramirez, surely they're going to get one, are they? Ramirez again, no. Gets it through here, it's Paulinho! Neuer, Paulinho! Is Neuer going to be... Well, here we have it. Paulinho thumped it in, it was directly at Neuer, and then the tall German goalkeeper got his fingers in the way of the second effort. Good goalkeeper, seen plenty of the ball in this half. Neuer acting as sweeper now and taken down rather unceremoniously by Ramirez. The referee is keeping his yellow cards in his pocket at the moment. The record, the highest scorer in World Cup history, he's overtaken Ronaldo with his... Well, Klose has broken a record, the attendance... Muller, another chance for him, tipped over. Fine stop, Julio Cesar. Well, Muller really meant that one. No doubt about that, he's got his appetite back. Brightest of the Brazilians, lays it square for Paulinho. Denied by Hurvidis. The stretch from Paulinho, the takedown of Hurvidis is illegal. In the opinion of the referee, he was the only one that matters. Nard, Seville in the yellow await. Overhead kick, wide. Just not happening for Brazil, I'm afraid. Offside anyway. Offside awarded by the referee's assistant, Marcos Quintero from Mexico. It all looked very good until the final touch. Their third switch, Willian. Not a great time to come on when your side's losing 5-0 though. Schürrle, the whistle's already sounded. Free kick for Germany. And a yellow card shown for the first time in this game to Dante to complete his day. Dante there. The one number 13 on the other. It's Khedira. Back into Lahm. Square, 6-0 it is. Muller, and hardly anybody is celebrating. And I think some Brazilians will be leaving Estadio Mineirão now, because this equals the heaviest defeat in Brazilian history. Going back to 1920 when they lost 6-0 to Uruguay, and the resounding boos around the stadium are for not only the concession of the goal, which was so easy for Muller to dispatch. This made it 6-0, it's Muller's second. Violence Germany might well declare, but on the other hand, they might be totally ruthless and go for as many as they can possibly get. There's a bit of a kick out here. And Muller and David Luiz are not on the best of terms at the moment. A lot of finger pointing going on. Muller is not best pleased. Tonight they're going to have. But, they might have number 7 here now. They have got 7. It's hammered in. An absolutely terrific strike from Schürrle, who has his second in a matter of minutes. And this embarrassment for Brazil is more acute by the minute. It was an acute angle. He loves the finish. It's a rasping one. But the Brazilians just want to go back to the dressing rooms. If the earth could come up and swallow them, they'd be happy at the moment. Never ever have they seen a day like this. It is now a record defeat for Brazil. Julio Cesar has had to pick the ball. Marcelo. Ramirez. Goes for goal, can't beat Neuer. A shot. Brazil have had plenty of those in the second half. Hardly any in the first. Williams through ball here. Is Oscars. He's onside. All the way through the area. I'm afraid there's going to be nothing, no tangible reward for Brazil today. Nice little ball from Willian. That is Chelsea colleague for Brazil. Unless they can just find one goal from Bernard. No, it's slashed over the bar. The last attack of the day. They might even get the 8th goal of the day. It should have been 8. It really should. But Mesut Ozil can't apply the coup de grace. He doesn't need to do. The Brazilian throats was. Maybe he can chip the keeper. Maybe he can force one in. Oscar, he's got a goal. It's Brazil 1, Germany 7, and I have never seen a goal less celebrated in my life. The Brazilian supporters don't know what to do. They don't know whether to laugh or to cry or to cheer or to groan. This is what they've been waiting for all day. Oscar into the centre, onto the centre spot actually, and Manuel Neuer at last is beaten by somebody in the canary yellow shirts of our World Cup hosts. Oscars sink to their knees. The only word you can think, it was gone away from Brazil in the opening half an hour with Muller and Klose and Kroos twice and Khedira, all of them.
A whitewash in Belo Horizonte, numerically the worst loss in Brazilian history, equaling 19.
Another game to play. This is obviously a debacle. But as you see this man, Thiago Silva, you realize now the importance of him in this.
And they tore it apart. They were so clinical. Something like 10 shots, 7 goals. Unbelievable, outstanding.